Startup time. Turn that off so no copyright. By the way, that warning is false. This car is properly taken care of. Just to let you guys know. But check out this odometer. 192,946 miles. Wow. So down here we have the button to go between comfort, sport, and manual mode. We'll just leave it in sport because that's what it was set to. And this changes the suspension characteristics. All right, I am going to hop in the passenger seat and my uncle is going to take us for a drive. All right, here we go. Ready for the ride of a lifetime. With dogs open for a surprise. I wonder if this car has a menu to see how hot the oil is. It's the fuzz right there.
It certainly does have that in the menu, so you know that the engine is ready for high performance driving.
All right. If you wouldn't mind switching into that menu, that would be great, so we could see when it's appropriate to thrash it. Aha! Alright, so we just gotta keep it under 4K till it says we got the go. I wish my Civic had that. It's funny, I don't
Always let the car warm up.
Absolutely. Otherwise, that's what's doing damage. I wonder if even the Type R has something like that, because the Civic Si does not. Type R maybe, but I've never test driven a Type R. Been inside one at the auto show, but never driven one.
Is that a Type R Civic?
Yeah, so it's the one above the Civic Si.
What are the differences in trim level?
Oh, Type R has 100 more horsepower.
100 more horsepower. Where does it get that horsepower from?
Increased displacement. So the current Civic Si, 1.5 liter turbo 4, 205 horsepower, which is the same as the 2.4 liter 4 in my Civic Si. And then the 2 liter turbo 4 that goes in the Type R and is exclusive to the Type R puts out 305 horsepower. It's a whole 100 horsepower difference.
But they're both turbocharged motors?
Yes.
Yep. So there's 305 horsepower in a front wheel drive car?
Yes.
That's impressive.
I agree, because think about the AMG CLA45 and GLA45. Those are the most powerful 4-cylinder cars from stock.
Acceleration.
All right, here we go. It's like a repeat of last night.
Yeah. like to feel how strong the brakes are?
No thanks.
We could do a deceleration test if you'd like.
All right.
Just a little one. To show you with the proper brakes how much closer you can get to your turn before you have to brake. It's called late braking.
Right.
So say my target was this stop sign here, right there. I could.
Holy crap.
I can stop pretty quickly.
Yeah. That is very impressive. So this is where the cop was behind us last night. And then he turned right at this light while we turned left.
That was a good thing.
Yes. Because I swear to God, we were going to get pulled over.
Yeah.
But we got lucky. I bet you can't get enough of this car.
It's fun.
I can't get enough of that pole, and I'm not even driving.
Cop right there, undercover cop.
Uh-oh.
Wonder.
Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You know, you can tell by the municipal police license plate. That's how I check if an undercover Ford Taurus is a police car or not.
Right.
If it has the police plate, it is. If it doesn't, then it's either a regular civilian Taurus or a police Taurus bought for civilian use from a police department. Because one thing I learned, oh God, that sun is bright. Put that down. Is that a civilian cannot buy a police interceptor new all right, here we go again. Gun it.
That's an easy. That's half throttle. So that's barely pushing the accelerator down at all. But the difference, so here's putting it on the floor. It's a pretty significant difference.
Yes, indeed. And it sounds aggressive too, at all times, even at idle. Here we go, flat out.
Oh, I can take that guy out.
In the Camaro.
I'll leave him alone.
All right.
Beautiful night for a drive.
Indeed. If only I had magically brought my Civic along. Then we could have drag raced.
Yeah, I'd enjoy looking at you in my rearview mirror.
Yeah, you'd kick my ass for sure. Pulled over. Game over.
System in sport mode, notice how flat the car corners for a heavy car. Extremely neutral, very flat.
you ever gone through a tunnel and just floored it?
Yes. It's the greatest sound in the world.
I know. I've seen videos of Lamborghini owners doing that all the time. Here we go, flat out.
No, I'm not gonna go. I've got to be careful around here. It's Friday night.
Yeah, true that. Someone was just pulled over up there.
But under bridges like this, it sounds good when you're really accelerating hard. The car knows that you're braking hard, and it adjusts the downshift speed accordingly. It's pretty neat when you feel you can hear it. When you brake hard, it goes woo, 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 going down. It's really cool.
Neat.
And so I'll go high on here, take the apex, come through. We have to count our blessings here. So we haven't been, no ticket last night, and I don't want to chance it again.
Right.
But a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wish I could have filmed last night, but as we both know, the battery was low. Had to conserve that power for emergencies.
So people, when they're considering buying a car like this, take it to the dealer first, and you don't necessarily have to have them go through the car, because like going to the doctors, they're going to find something because they want to make money off of you. But what you want to do is have the VIN, vehicle identification number, checked against the Mercedes database to see what kind of major services have been performed on the car. Has the transmission service been done? Have the coils been changed? Spark plugs, cables, power steering pump, things like that. If they've been done, don't be afraid of a car like this, because these cars are not made to break. They're incredibly high value and high quality cars. So, as Adam pointed out, there's 193,000 miles on this car, and it runs as if it were brand new.
Yep, you tell the viewers. All right, downtown, here we come.
Oh, we're going downtown, right?
Yep. Meeting the rest of the fam there.
See if I can find some good parking.
Yeah. So yeah, based on what you said, I might re-reference this video before I buy an S550 in, say, 5 years when I've saved up enough YouTube money.
And beware of
Lemons.
blogs and posts and things like that, where people say, oh, it's got this problem, that problem, and they know it and they're famous for this problem. What I've come to discover in my experience is, the people that are writing those complaint blogs are the people that don't take care of the car properly.
And they're douchebags.
Who don't warm up the car properly. The basic stuff that they don't do. And then they blame it on the car. It's not the car.
I could not have said that better myself. It's one time I saw a post on MB World. Everyone on MB World hates me for some reason, and I don't even have an account. Someone shared my video of a Maybach S600 startup, and a few people wrote about how I'm apparently not considering an S550. Well, newsflash, I am, just not now. In 5 years when I have more money. I gotta focus on other things now, but the other things they were saying, they were saying that I don't know how to start the car and that I know nothing about cars. That ain't true. I've been into Mercedes for longer than I've been driving.
I would venture to say you probably know as much, if not more, about what the car is capable of doing that's in that manual, that the majority of Mercedes owners probably never read. People, read your manual. Read it twice. There's a whole slew of things those cars can do that you might not be aware of.
Yeah, like I taught a Mercedes salesperson that there is another way to start the Mercedes-AMG SLS. And that is, you open the center glove box, and then inside you find a key to release the trunk. So key slot to release the trunk, and then another key slot for the ignition. So if you didn't want to use the push to start next to the gear shifter, you can start it with the smart key by just sticking it in the center console glove box and turning it. Just like it is here. Ooh. I'll say this much, she's a beast.
In a good way.
Yes. I wouldn't say anything negative about this car, because it is, I'd say, 12 years old and still purring like a pussycat.
Let's see if we can luck out and get some parking.
Yeah, I know, right? It's worse than Naperville traffic.
Yep, 8 o'clock, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Beautiful night. There's an Audi, what's that thing called? An RQ5?
RSQ5?
Might be. It's definitely an S, perhaps an R version of.
Let me zoom in on that. Alright, they took my camera. It's an SQ5.
S trim.
Yep, so that's the beefed up version of the Q5. It's just like how BMW makes an X5M with a V8 and a dual clutch gearbox.
A lot of technology there.
Yes, and to put it in park, you have to turn the engine off while the car's in gear, because there is no park button. There will be on the next X5M, given that the new M5 has a park button. But see, I've read things people have posted on the internet about the M5, and people were saying, oh, I'm not going to buy that as a track car, all because I can't put the car in park without turning the car off. Because one of the rules of thumb on track is you cannot set your parking brake after hard driving, or you'll warp the rear brake rotors.
That would not be good.
Yep, that just sounds like thousands of dollars in maintenance and repairs. So basically, you can put the M5 into neutral while it's still running, obviously. Hey! But not park. Ooh, Maserati. I think Maseratis were better before Fiat Chrysler owned them. Just my opinion. Alright, one way left. Or straight. Just can't go right.
Complete the block.
And now it's an illegal left.
Illegal left. Illegal right.
Oh, wait a minute. I must have read the sign wrong. Let's say,
Oh man, the haters are gonna be all over you on this video.
Ha 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 ha. Well, I probably get it from my dad, because he's always mixed up lefts and rights from time to time. Doesn't bother me, though. So, yeah. Both illegal rights. See, I'm used to Oswego where it's an illegal left to turn into Dairy Hut if you're going a certain way. So basically what I do is I go straight at a stoplight instead of turning right. Then I take a right shortly after so that I can avoid the trouble caused by the illegal left sign. So yeah, I haven't seen too many illegal rights. Oh, there's another.
There's that bus again.
It's a trolley. Not a bad looking vehicle.
Striking out with parking down here.
I know.
I don't want to park in a garage.
I don't blame you.
I want people dinging my car.
Well, if you could find a place, you could just put your hazards on and drop me off that way.
Yep, I know. I just saw your mom and dad a minute ago, so I know
Okay.
where they are.
Here's the fuzz again.
Believe it?
No.
It's right there.
A son of a gun.
Lucky.
Mm-hmm.
New York plates out of town. Got the spot.
Unbelievable. You can smell the gas fumes.
It smells good.
Yeah. Now this is an illegal left.
That would be correct. Let's see. You want them to have them down here. So maybe if we see them, I'll let you off, and then I'll see if I can go find some parking.
All right. Could do it now if you want. People are crossing.
There's no problem stopping. There's lots and lots of people.
All right. The Toyota.
Come on, Toyota.
All right. It's okay if we pull over there, or is that not allowed?
They're right here. So they're right around here somewhere. Park right here, you can hop out.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And drive home
I
safely.
will.
Okay, peace out, YouTube. See you on the next video.